Richard Zussman, Global BC, welcome back to the province.
Great to be back, Richard.
This campaign. We haven't seen Mark Carney in BC yet, but eventually we'll see him, I hope. I want to ask you about Aaron Gunn, one of your candidates here. There's been a letter sent to the party, and I'll read it in part to you, denying the impacts of residential school, accusing Gunn of denying the impacts of residential schools and the generational trauma and genocide experienced by First Nations people. There are other concerns raised about his candidacy. Local mayors have said that they don't support him and don't think he should be a Conservative candidate. Do you still stand by Aaron Gunn as your candidate on the North Island?
Yes, I do, and the letter is false. He has not denied the impact of residential schools. That's just misinformation. In fact, he has said that he wants to continue to condemn the residential schools and build stronger partnerships with First Nations people to unlock our resources so that we can produce incredible paychecks and opportunities for First Nations communities right across British Columbia, bring home production of natural gas and other major resource projects. In fact, bring in a First Nations resource charge that allows companies to pay those taxes directly to these communities so that they can have incredible prosperity. We're the only ones offering that bright future. And the choice in the election will be whether, after the lost Liberal decade of costs and crime up and our economy down under the American thumb, with our First Nations people denied the opportunities they deserve, we want to elect them to a fourth term, or whether it's time to put our country and all of its people first with a new Conservative government that will unleash opportunity for our economy and especially ensure that First Nations communities are the primary beneficiaries of that great Canadian goal. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll now go to the next question.
Brendan Phillips, Black Press Media. As we stand here in a border community, one that relies heavily on tourism and cross-border commerce, which is being strangled by the United States, there are some voters who are concerned that the party and campaign are too reminiscent of the current American government. America first, Canada first, calls to cut public broadcasters with NPR, PBS versus CBC, eliminations of government regulations in sweeping manner. Even Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has said that the Conservative Party leadership is in sync in direction with Trump and America. How do you address the concerns of being too closely aligned to a foreign government that is threatening Canada and is destroying its own country right now?
Well, your question is false. Mr. Trump has endorsed the Liberals. He said it will be easier for him if the Liberals stay in power. He said it multiple times. He said that he doesn't agree with me, he doesn't support me, and he doesn't want me to be Prime Minister of Canada. I think a lot of people have to ask themselves, why does Donald Trump want the Liberals in power for a fourth term? The answer is clear. He wants Canada to be weak. And after the lost Liberal decade, with costs and crime up and our economy down under America's thumb, we are more vulnerable and dependent than ever before. And that's why we can't give them a fourth term. What we need is a government that's going to put Canada first for a change by axing taxes, unleashing our resources to bring home the $500 billion the Americans have stolen from us under the last years of the Liberals. It's time for a strong Canadian leader. A strong Conservative rather than a weak Liberal is exactly what this country needs, even if Donald Trump doesn't like it.